Alright, hi guys, welcome back to Jinx's Tarot. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm doing well. Today we are on the fire signs and we're going to start off with Aries. So if you are an Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Saturn, this reading is for you. Keep in mind it is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, you can always check your other placements or you can try again next week, sis. But let's get into it. Now, for the dice, you guys rolled the sign of Aries, which is you guys. So I really do feel like some of you guys are really going to be in tuned with yourselves or just really focused on yourselves. You guys could be really tapping into like, I was about to say like communication, like in Aries. So you might be feeling a little bit more like, say what you want to say. Maybe feeling, I'm not an Aries, so I don't fully I can't even explain Aries energy. It's really fire, really passionate. You guys could really be feeling this week, and I get that with this spread and just like throughout your overall spread. You also could have an Aries placement in your Neptune, which I don't know what Neptune is supposed to. Let's see. Let's look it up. The Virgo in me is like, get into it. But you rolled Neptune, so you could have a Neptune placement or Aries placement in your Neptune, or it could be advising you to work with your Neptune placement or just Neptune in general. But right now I'm about to look up what Neptune means. I need to screenshot the planet so that I can literally just pull it up. Okay, it talks about inspiration, and I feel like a lot of you guys are, let me stop before I even finish the dice. You guys also rolled 7, which talks about challenges or having to push through something. I see. So some of you guys could be seeing 777 when you're going through a challenging time. I don't even see 777s like that, so I'm surprised I even know that. But for the dice, I can see that this talks about inspiration. And I feel that some of you guys, for your week ahead with this King of Wands energy, you guys could be entrepreneurs. You guys could be running your own business. You could be interested in just pursuing a journey on your own. However, I think that you may not be feeling inspired, or you could have very high expectations for what you are trying to achieve. And so when you make whatever you're trying to make and it doesn't come out how you like it, I feel like a lot of you guys are disappointed. The work that you are putting in isn't showing up how you would like it to, if that makes sense. You guys also received the Magician card in reverse, so maybe you guys have high expectations for something, but you feel like there's a certain level of, I don't know, creativity, or something isn't, you're not at a certain level that you want to be at for you to feel like you've met the high expectations that you wanted. I feel like a lot of you guys, let's say if you are a photographer and you're still learning about lighting or whatever, maybe you find a place that's really good to shoot at, and you get photos and you look back at it and you're like, oh, I hate the lighting. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of you guys are achieving I guess achieving the things that you want to achieve, but when you kind of look back at it, you're kind of downplaying it a little bit with this Four of Wands in reverse, which talks about a lack of joy, a lack of celebration, a lack of appreciation for what you do have, what you have achieved kind of energy. The advice or additional information that you guys received was the Queen of Wands. And with this, I feel like it is advising you to really tap into your creativity. The Queen is, or Yeah, the queen is like the more feminine energy, and the more feminine aspect is more about, you know, creativity, your intuition. So I feel like it is advising you to tap into this. This also is a very like independent, very outgoing card. So I feel like that also perfectly describes Aries. But I get a heavy energy of needing to tap into a more feminine energy around your interest, if that makes sense. Allow your creativity to flow. Do things that, you know, bring you that inspiration, even if it is like, you know, something that doesn't align with everyone else, just doing it by yourself kind of thing for you. And then for your finances, you guys received the Three of Wands in reverse, which I feel like, going back to this spread, like you guys are trying to expand financially or in your career, but I feel like there is a lack, you know what I mean? Like a lack of inspiration, a lack of belief in yourself kind of energy. You guys also did receive the Magician in reverse for your finances or career. So I do get a lot of you guys are feeling like there's a certain level of like, I can't think of the right word, like professionalism, or because I don't know what you guys do. So, like there's a certain kind of energy that you haven't tapped into that you feel like secure enough to push forward with. Then you guys also got the Hangman in reverse, which I feel like you guys are holding on to possibly a certain way of thinking that is holding you back. You're not allowing like that build up kind of, you know what I mean? If that makes sense, where this music is like throwing me off. I feel like a lot of Aries are feeling like, because the work isn't looking how you want it to look, that there's no way of you to move forward or grow in any kind of way because it's not meeting the expectation that you want. You can't see it moving forward. And then the advice or additional information that you guys received was the Nine of Swords, which talks about anxieties and fears. It also could be indicating like a need for you to release these things in order to move forward. And part of that has to do with not being so critical on yourself, you know what I mean? So easier said than done, but I do think that like a lot of this is something that you're holding on to yourself, which I mean is a good thing and a bad thing, but like good thing is you could work through it, you know what I mean? And I feel like you guys will, especially now that you guys are aware of it, you know what I mean? But for your love life, you guys received the Seven of Wands in reverse. So I feel like with this card, you guys are possibly giving up on a certain connection. This could have been a connection that was really disappointing to you, especially with this Eight of Cups. Maybe it wasn't something that was super fulfilling to you. You know, like once you got there, you kind of like realized like it isn't gonna like make you happy. It's not gonna bring you joy. I feel like the journey may have been, you know, nice to the Eight of Pentacles, but once you arrived, it was kind of like, this ain't it. This ain't it. And then for the second card, you guys received the Four of Pentacles, which I just feel like this is tied to you giving up on the connection and just kind of holding on to your energy. I feel like you guys are kind of aware that like, or you guys are aware that your energy feel better than this Eight of Cups kind of energy of feeling disappointed. Like you could hold on to your own energy and you won't be feeling disappointed by yourself, or if you do, it's like because of you, know what I mean? But I see with the Seven of Wands that a lot of you guys have possibly put down a connection, or you're at least pulling back your energy because it is not something that you guys feel like is fulfilling you. And then for the tips or advice you guys received the Mother of Cups or Queen of Cups. And I feel like this card is advising you to really tap into like some self-care, some self-love, taking on opportunities, or even like doing things that are more emotionally fulfilling and more focused on making you feel good, focusing on what takes care of you, you know what I mean? So that could be doing yoga, treating yourself to some ice cream, watching movies, like whatever feels good to you during this time, I feel like is the advice. But that is what I got for your guys this week ahead. I hope it made sense. I hope it resonates. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, feel free to send a DM and we will book one. Other than that, I will see you guys next week. Bye. All right, Sagittarius. So if you're a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Saturn, this reading is for you. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. I'm going to move this. So if it doesn't resonate, try again next week or check your other placements. Before we get into the reading, I did roll dice for you guys. And I pre-shuffle, right? I pre-shuffle and then I roll the dice afterwards. Never really look up like the meaning of the numbers. Sometimes I just know them. But I looked up the one for you guys, and you guys got 6. And if you've been seeing a lot of 666, this should be very relevant to you. Because when I looked it up, it talked about healing, and I get a lot of like or not a lot of, but like in certain aspects of your reading, I could see that you guys need to do some healing work for your week ahead. And then for the planet, you guys received Venus, so you could be being advised to work with Venus. Venus is also like, I think, well, not even I think, it's about like love and like beauty, and but like I'm getting more like self-love from this. And then you also got the sign of Sagittarius, which is sis you. You guys could be really being advised to tap into your own energy. I don't know why I'm saying we or you guys, like I'm not a Sagittarius, but I get the energy that like we are needing to do some more healing work for our week ahead. So for the tarot, you guys received the 7, is it 7? Yeah, 7 of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like with this card, a lot of you guys are possibly like either a passion project or something around your career or even a relationship. You've invested time and energy into it, and like you're not seeing it grow fast enough. Part of this, I feel like, is because you're not supposed to see it, especially with this moon card. I feel like this is just highlighting like you're not, there are certain things that you can't see right now, and that's okay, kind of thing. But like things are happening in the dark without you fully being aware or knowing it. And then you guys also received the 10 of, what is this, Wands in reverse. I feel like some of you guys may have put down certain responsibilities so that you could make this investment. And you may be feeling like, well, damn, I just dropped all of this and now I am about to drop this. Like, what do I do, kind of thing. The advice or additional information that you guys received was the Chariot card. And with this card, I feel like it's literally telling you that like there's going to be some delays. The Chariot is a very fast-paced card, but when it's in reverse, it can indicate that there could be some delays. There could be a little bit of frustrations because you're like, girl, I hopped on this train and we're making stops. Why? You know? But, you know, the train got to make some stops before we get to where you want to be, you know? So take your time. Have faith in whatever you are investing your time and energy into, whether that is a relationship or your career or passion project. Now, for your finances, you guys, or career, you guys received the 10 of Wands in reverse again. So I feel like a lot of you guys may have dropped some responsibilities or a possible job so that you could focus on something that you really want to invest your time and energy into, where you really see yourself being at. I see that with this 2 of Swords, that this really could have been a difficult decision for some of you guys. It took a lot of planning, a lot of thinking. And this could have been a job that really had like high expectations of you. They really relied on you because you came in with the good ideas or whatever. Or you could have been really relying on this job. But I feel like a lot of you guys just don't feel like connected to it in a way. Like you're connected to it to the point to where it's like a burden. You know what I mean? But you just don't feel connected to it. So the advice that you guys received was also, I feel like, clarity. Do I want to say clarity, or we'll go with clarity for lack of a better word. But you guys got the Hangman, which talks about releasing, letting go. So whatever this Ten of Wands is, I feel like this is telling you like you made the right decision to do that. As well as like allowing this Chariot card to kind of move at its own pace and allow your pentacles to grow and not so and remaining not so focused on it so that you can allow it to grow. Because if you were constantly looking at your investment, you may not see much and you're going to be disappointed and you're going to want to give up on it. So allowing that like to grow, you know, water it here and there, put her out in the sun, and then like move on, do something else, go read a book, you know what I mean? And with this, I feel like this is basically what that's telling you. Now, with your love life, you guys received the Ace of Cups. So you guys could be receiving a new higher level of love if you are already in a relationship. And this could, I'm going to read it in two ways because I'm getting two different messages and I feel cluttered. So we're going to start off with like if you boot up. If you boot up, a lot of you guys are going to be kind of like leveling up. In your relationship, you could be feeling a little bit more like emotionally balanced, a little bit more stable. You're in this King of Cups energy, which I feel like it's just a huge level up for you guys. Like you're emotionally and mentally connected to your emotions in a way that you haven't been before. However, I feel like there is a certain level of growth that you guys are trying to get into that you're not able to because we're kind of in like a new environment. This also could be just you guys being a little bit more codependent because you guys have leveled up within a connection. Your feelings have changed and evolved and have kind of matured even with this king, because the King of Cups is a very mature energy. And so you could be feeling a little bit more codependent on your partner, or your partner could be feeling more codependent of you. The advice or additional information that you guys received was the Death card. So with this, I feel that like a lot of this is gonna bring about change, y'all. I feel like a like positive change, especially if the connection, like the codependency, isn't like crazy. Because I just feel like with the King of Cups, like she don't fully belong there. You know what I mean? Like, but you know what? I haven't been in a relationship, so I can't fully like, you know, say anything. But oh, I said I was gonna read it as well. Let me finish this. With this death card, I feel like it's going to be a positive change where like maybe you guys get like married. I don't know. We have some kids. There is a baby in this card, so if you're not ready for that, just be mindful. But I do feel like this energy is going to bring about a different change around you. This could be within, and I also do see that this death could be something that is within, or it could be like this codependency where like maybe you guys feel a little bit more attached to your partner. And then so let's read this for if you are single. If you're single, I feel like a lot of you guys have been working on healing and growing. I feel like you guys are still in the process of healing and growing, especially with that 666 in the Venus, as well as like the Sagittarius. I almost knocked over my tea. As well as the Sagittarius sign that you guys rolled. I feel like a lot of you guys aren't fully in your own energy. you may be like way more emotionally balanced and mature, and you're able to make decisions based off of, you know, your like a more balanced headspace of like your emotions and your feelings. I feel like a lot of you guys are still like there's still some level of healing that you need to do, and it could just be around your creativity. I don't know what chakra is for the around your creativity, so maybe that may help listening to like is it subliminals, binaural beats. You know what I'm trying to say, sis. You know what I'm trying to say. But there's a level of healing that you still need to do before you can fully attain this Ace of Cups. Or if you do already have it and you haven't done this work, I feel like you may feel like there's like a lot of work that you need to do to, you know, keep up with the relationship. But I feel like with this card, just like for the people who are in a relationship, I feel like a positive change is coming from you doing all this work. So that is what I got for you guys this week ahead. I hope it resonated, or I hope it resonates, because, you know, if you haven't lived your week ahead, then you don't know what's going to happen. But if you would like to book a personal reading with me, feel free to send a DM and we will book an appointment. But other than that, I will see you guys next week. Bye. All right, Leo. So if you are a Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Saturn, this reading is for you, honey. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, then try again next week or check your other placements. Before we get into the dice, or the reading, we will get into the dice. And you guys received the number 11, so you could be seeing 1111. Whenever I see 1111, I make a wish, sis. Maybe a wish this week is coming true. And then for the zodiac sign, you guys got the sign of Virgo. So you could be taking on the Virgo energy where you're a little bit more analytical. I feel like Virgos are really good communicators, so maybe your communications are a bit better this week. You could be dealing with the Virgo. It could be advising you to tap into Virgo's energy if you aren't already. I do pre-shuffle everything and kind of try to get a feel for the cards, and I get a little bit of like that self-critic that the Virgos have, like that very strong self-critic that they have. And I would know my moon is in Virgo, sis, so if you are dealing with it, I am so sorry. We are also in Virgo season, so that may be what's affecting you. But for the planet, you guys rolled the planet Uranus, and this planet talks about like rebellion. Let me see, because I did look it up. It talks about rebellion, unpredictability, changes, reformation. Maybe I don't know how that connects to anything. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So you guys received the 6 of Cups upright, and so I feel like a lot of you guys are revisiting the past. Old childhood memories could be coming up. You guys also received the 7 of, what is this? Swords in reverse. So there could have been some deceit in the memories. You could have been a child who lied. Let me tell you, the little kids in my neighborhood lied so hard. I would be like if I found $1 on the floor, they'd be like, oh, that's not dollar. No, it's not, little Jujubee. Go sit in the house. Go read a book. You know what I mean? But I feel like if that's not it, I feel like a lot of you guys are at a certain level in your life or career where you're like kind of reflecting on the past, and maybe you don't feel fully connected to the past, like in a way where like you stayed true to yourself kind of energy. You guys also received the Page of Pentacles. I literally just had the description of this card in my head, and then I totally forgot. This card, I believe, talks about like let me see. So it talks about like procrastination when it's in reverse. You could have also made some mistakes in the past, and like you're learning from them. That also could be like what is triggering this. Maybe you made a mistake, and so you're kind of just reflecting on the past. I don't know. Right now, I feel like with this spread that you guys received, I feel like a lot of you guys don't feel fully connected to yourself or a sense of self, which is why you're in this Six of Cups state where you're kind of reflecting on the past, revisiting memories that made you happy. And, you know, I feel like maybe now you don't feel that way, especially since the advice or additional information that you guys received was the Queen of Wands in reverse, which talks about reestablishing a sense of self, kind of going out, you know, going to go kiki with the birds by yourself. You know, if that's something you like doing, go to the duck park, make it rain, bread at the duck park. The girls love that. They love that. So I do feel like whatever memories are coming up for you guys this week ahead, reliving them like in the physical form, just because I do feel like there's a sense of like you guys feel like you're lacking something or you don't feel like yourself right now. Part of this could be from your finances, because you guys did receive the Seven of Swords, which talks about like lies, deception. This also could be the energy that you have to get into to work, because you work in a very competitive field. But this talks about, you know, backstabbing people, lies, deceptions, conflict, kind of trying to win at all costs. You really could be working in a very competitive like field. It could be like the field of law, and people were like, I will slash your tires to win this case. You know what I mean? And if you guys are tapping into this energy, I do feel like there's a sense of like, you feel like you're losing yourself a little bit. A lot of this could come from like a lack of boundaries, especially with this Nine of Wands, which talks about like setting boundaries and standing your ground and pushing forward and kind of just like, you know, gearing up before you go to battle kind of energy. And I mean, sis is geared up here, so like a lot of y'all really could be like in a very competitive field. But you guys also got the Hermit card in reverse, which I feel like there's a few cards that talk about like yourself, and I feel like a lot of you guys haven't tapped into, oh, this is also the sign of Virgo, so you guys did receive Virgo, so you guys could be really needing to kind of find some way of recentering yourself, regrounding yourself through meditation, through doing things that made you happy in your childhood once you get off of work. But I feel like this workplace is kind of like altering you in a way, in a sense, where you even feel it and you're not happy. The advice or additional information that you guys received, I don't know why I paused, was the, what card is this? The Hierophant. With this card, I get that it does talk about humbling yourself. So maybe I don't get like humbling yourself in the way of like, oh, you're big headed, but like in the way of like needing to reground yourself, recenter yourself, is being advised, highly advised, whether that is just for like the main energy for your week ahead or your finances with this in your love life. I also see that like it's something that is needed. You guys did receive the Queen of Wands. So if you guys are in a relationship or out of a relationship, I feel like a lot of you guys this week are primarily focusing on pouring into yourself, pouring into loving yourself, reestablishing a sense of self. Also, possibly kicking it with the ducks, because I can't really see you kicking it with the tigers. I mean, unless you go to the zoo, but I feel like there's something with animals this week. Like, go to the duck park, go to the zoo, like, get into it. But with this Queen of Wands, I feel like a very strong need of, like, recentering yourself and reestablishing a sense of self. You guys also received the Six of Pentacles, which to me tells me that you guys have like energy to give and like love to give. However, right now I feel like you need to give it to yourself because you don't feel right at the moment. You guys also received the Four of Wands in reverse and upright. Like, it's a very joyful, happy party. The girls are kikiing, they're living, but it's in reverse, so there could be some disharmony within a friend group, and part of that could be because you don't feel connected to yourself. You really could be like, I didn't even notice him in the back. I didn't even know Batman was in this. But like, I don't know if you could see that, but like literally Batman is in the corner. Just, I feel like that's y'all right now at the parties, just out of it. That's so funny. I've never noticed that. But, and I've had this deck for like 3, 4, 5 years at this point. Like, you're like 3, 4, 5, girl. Choose one. No, okay, so for the advice or additional information, you guys received the Strength card, which is your card, Leos. So I really do feel like a lot of you guys are not feeling in tune with yourselves. You're not feeling connected to you. And I feel like you guys do have the message or the tools to fix it, because you are literally envisioning it. But you're not taking those actions towards the things that make you happy, the things that reground you, the things that actually bring you joy. If that's hanging out with your friends, I totally get that. Hang out with the girls. But I feel like there's some energy where like you need to really focus on yourself. But that is what I got for you guys this week ahead. I hope it resonates. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, feel free to send a DM and we will book an appointment. But other than that, I will see you next week. Bye.